welcome. We are Yap Yap and Yappie, and this is our weekly Yappers where we talk about tech, film, and video game news.
Yes.
All right. Question sent in by a viewer. If you were to become a collector of an item, any item, or series of items, what would it be and why?
Series of items. You know, I've always, when I watch like the, whatchamacallit, the Ocean's 11 and stuff like that, there was one of the, I think either 12 or 13, where they went after the Fabergé egg. So that is one item I would like to grab, because, yeah.
So you would start a collection of a bunch of different eggs? Or I guess in this case, jewelry kind of eggs?
Or some kind of expensive, like, art or like jewelry or stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay. How about something more realistic now, like in real life? What would you collect in real life?
If I could collect something in real life, I would probably do like models, like, you know, Gundam models, you know, all the anime models, you know?
Like in a particular show or just in general?
Just in general, any shows that I like to watch. Like, for instance, if it was Naruto and Bleach or Gundam or Dragon Ball, you know.
Oh, so models. You need a big ass house for that, or
yeah, unfortunately, I wouldn't.
Yeah, a very big house, because you run out of space very fast. So yes. If it was hypothetical, oh shit.
Hard, huh?
Okay. All right. So if it's hypothetical, right? I think I would do something very similar, right? Something obviously out of reach. Is you know, you see these diamonds, right? Different colored diamonds.
Right.
Big ass diamonds, like the size of your thumb.
Right.
I would collect every single color possible.
Really?
Yeah. And I mean and then, you know, shine a light and you know, have it reflect throughout the house or something like that. Hypothetically, right? Because not all diamonds you can buy anymore. I think, like, even red, you can't buy much of anymore, or it's really scarce. Because I was before, like 2 jobs ago, I was supposed to work at. I could have worked at a one of those diamond labs. So that would have been very, very interesting to be able to like put a little bit of like different gases in it and then it changes color. Not real diamonds, of course. The hypothetical world, we'll just say real diamonds. But yeah, that would have been so cool, actually. Realistically, at least for me right now, it's just like Legos. Random, like Mario, I guess the Simpsons one's coming out. Something that hits you. If they ever make Dragon Ball, I think that would be awesome. Yeah, Dragon Ball Legos. It's so nice. If they would ever do that. But Mario Legos is something I have like a good amount of. And Simpsons Legos. Even though they only made technically two sets. And third one's coming out. But yeah, collecting is a cool hobby, or I guess not a hobby, but something you just kind of just get into randomly, right? Like, oh, this is cool, let me buy one. Oh, they're releasing another one, let me buy one. So this guy somehow has over $10,000 worth of retro GPUs, graphics card, right? Over the last 14 years. And it started with a $28 purchase.
Yeah, that's funny.
Crazy, right?
That is.
Looks like a couple of the same. I don't know if they're actually the same, at least here and here. They're probably not the same. But yeah, graphics card back then used to have like crazy boxes, crazy art, crazy style. This is a cool collection. Cool and different type of collection, right?
Yeah, it is an interesting one.
Yeah, because you buy something like this, you normally would just use it. And luckily, there's not that many that releases every year unless you go different vendors.
Yeah, that is true.
Right? Technically, it's like, what, four each? 4, 5 each?
Yeah.
10, but then multiply by different companies. Some of these
Sure.
companies probably not here anymore too, right?
Yeah, I wonder what's his most expensive one is.
So it's worth 10,000. I would have. But it's retro.
Holy-
Retro.
Yeah.
So 10,000 is it's achievable for a lot of people, right? But getting it now is harder, right? Because most of these found in the junkyard and stuff like that.
Yeah. Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, imagine getting it signed by the Nvidia guy too, right?
Oh, that'd be whoa.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, the art style is very different back then, right?
Oh,
You
holy
remember
crap.
that?
No, I do not.
Yeah, some of these arts are like very nice. Like you even keep the box, but nowadays the art is not as nice.
No, it just shows you the GPU and that's it.
Yeah. So let's see. Does he say anything in terms of pricing, or his most expensive? So it's worth about 10,000 to 20,000. No, it doesn't say. But yeah, it's a cool idea. See, it just starts with one thing, right? They release one product,
Yeah.
gets you hooked. Then they release another one, get you hooked. Oh my god. It's like Pokemon cards, right? It started with 151 and now it's like 1,000 something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Google. Very big update this week. Very, very big. Products that won't come out until probably next year fully. Some of it, some highlights. Android in your glasses. Remember the Google glasses?
Yes,
But not
yes,
Google
yes.
brand anymore, but other brands, kind of like what Facebook has, Meta and Ray-Ban.
Yes,
Augmented reality. What do you think? Would you ever use that?
Actually, since I saw some of the commercials for the Ray-Bans and the Facebook one,
Yeah.
it kind of looks much better now. So
Yeah. It's crazy that it's crammed into that small frame, right? Or I guess
Yeah.
Ray-Ban is kind of thick, but some of the examples they show in the conference it looks very thin.
yeah,
It looks normal.
but I would definitely think about buying it now rather than back then.
Yeah. It's much better, right? Much
Yeah.
more useful. Translation is some examples they showed. Remembering things is another example. I don't know how much you remember it. Like they used an example of like where did I get the coffee from or something like that. And they named the place and the likely location you got it from based off of the logo, something like that. It's very cool. Some other updates, AI, obviously much better AI, much more useful personal assistant. It seems like like if you want to buy clothes, you don't have to try it on. There's AI models of, I guess, I don't know how they do it. I assume you have to take a bunch of pictures of yourself, or unless they somehow 3D a picture of your picture, and they
Right.
put the clothes on you. So you kind of get an idea how it looks on you.
Nice.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, right? Especially when you get tired of returning things all the time, or if you do buy clothes a lot. Another thing is items on sale. Like, okay, this is full price. Let me know when it's $20 cheaper, something like that, and it will keep looking for that price for you eventually. Hopefully, it goes $20 cheaper, and it'll let you know. Zillow, I guess, is another one. If you want to look for a 2-bedroom house, apartment, or something like that with a washer dryer indoors or close by, whatever query you want to do, it's getting up there with AI now, huh?
Yeah.
Translation is obviously a big one, right? Like talking to different, like if you go to different country, right? Very useful. I think that's the most useful one, at least for me. Then Android, new Android's coming out, more AI, better GUI. So they call it material, more color, more rounded, more animation. So yeah, there's a lot of Google stuff this week. Oh, and I guess one last one is the Google, like Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah.
Google is coming out. Oh no, not Google, but Samsung's coming out with their own, with Google software in it that they showed off. What do you think of those things? Is the really big glasses type instead of thinner sunglasses style?
I guess it's not that bad with the being more thicker. So because I guess what you need to put in there, right?
Yeah, I guess it depends on what you want to do with it, right?
Yeah.
Watch a movie, play a game, work, right? Versus the other one is probably more helping make your life easier, like navigation, translation, and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, lots of cool announcements. We'll see in the future what we actually end up using, but obviously the ones on the phone we'll definitely use, right?
Yeah.
Google AI Ultra. Everything in the $250 a month subscription and why it might be worth it. What would make you pay $250 a month for an AI subscription? What would make you?
What would make me?
Yeah, because obviously that's out for a lot of people. That's way too steep.
I don't know if it could do my everyday work, right? If it could answer some of the most difficult questions that I have,
Yeah, it's not that easy to justify this, right? Price?
Yeah, I mean, I think I feel like I need to, if the AI has to be robotic or something.
You have to have like something physical, right? Like a robot, like you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it can cook and like maybe do some housework for you. Yeah, then 250 is not that bad, but just software only, it's very steep. So let's see what Tom is saying we can use to justify it, right? So you obviously get the best Gemini you can get, right? Flow is Google's AI filmmaking tool, which I guess if you're in the creative space, that's not a bad case actually. Instead of paying a subscription to stock images and videos, which I guess you're supporting them by doing that, right? But using AI, right? I guess is a good justification, maybe, or a bigger one, at least to me. Whisk, a brainstorming companion that combines text and image generation. So it turns your ideas into 8-second video clips. Okay. Another, what do you call those? I guess clip generation. Yeah, short generation, right? Like if you're trying to do YouTube shorts or something like that, you can use it to create something real fast. Notebook LM, a powerful research assistant that digests your own documents and link sources to help with studying, teaching, and working. Great for researchers, I guess this would be, right? Students. It's like your own Google AI in your research papers, right?
All right.
Gemini and Gmail docs and videos. Okay, so it pretty much analyzed all your video. I guess pretty much your Google Drive, everything, right? And then it kind of helps you search for things or whatever you need to do. Gemini and Chrome. Okay, this is pretty common right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of summarize everything for you. So all these people writing is kind of like Too much, huh? Too much to read, and AI is just there to summarize it for you now. That's kind of sad, huh?
It is.
Project Marina, a prototype agent that can manage up to 10 tasks at once, from research, purchasing, and calendar invites through single unified dashboard. So this is your own personal assistant right here. I think that's actual now my biggest possible. But then you can use your Google Assistant to do that nowadays too, right? But yeah. I guess it's 10 tasks at once. So it can like pen one like purchasing and then research and then do easier ones. I guess we'd do easier ones, huh?
Yeah.
And they throw in YouTube Premium and 30 terabytes of storage. That's pretty good. 30 terabytes. Okay. What do you think? Any of these would push you to subscribe?
I think the Project Mariner would be interesting, and the Notebook.
Yeah, those two are probably, and maybe the Flow, right? Flow would be pretty cool.
Yeah, Flow would be interesting.
Yeah, especially when you, now like when you have kids, you can like their imagination can go real. I guess you can say like.
Yeah.
You can do a bedtime movie instead of bedtime story, but then they might lose out on their imagination kind of thing because this actually generates the image. But yeah, a lot of cool things. $20 a month for the Pro or the Ultra for $125 right now. I guess this is a sale price for the meantime. But yeah, $20 a month was not too bad, I would say, compared to, you know, $250, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. New to Gemini? Google Gemini? Try these prompts to get started. Get started generating everything from ideas to images. Let's see if there's anything cool here that we can learn from. Be specific with your prompts. Okay. Try every tool. Oh, this is the Notebook LM right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's so many tools that Google has, right? Edit and reiterate. Okay, so something if it's giving you a bad idea or a bad example, you can just try again, right?
Yeah.
Explore all the models. Yeah, there's a lot. What was it when we looked at it earlier? It was 2.5 Flash, 2.5 Pro, and Google AI or something like that, right? There's so many different versions of it too. Gemini, what makes Gemini different from chat? Okay. Different companies, obviously. 7 prompts to help you get started. Okay, let's see some of these. Turn competitor research into actionable content opportunities with the following prompt. Analyze the top 3 trending articles about topic and identify gaps in their arguments. Suggest 3 counterpoints or missing angles Gemini could explore. Okay. This one is helpful for brand story and for enterprises to want to be influencers. What ethical dilemmas are overlooked in industry? Help me craft a mission statement that address them, positioning my brand as a trusted authority. Oh. Well, yeah, that's a good one. For viral content or product development, this prompt forces cross-industry innovation. Combine trend A and trend B to brainstorm 5 innovative solutions. Prioritize ideas Gemini flags as emergent but underused. Okay, so those are 3 examples. Image prompts to help you get started.
That's supposed to be a snow leopard?
Yeah, I guess so. It's a big cat, huh?
Yeah.
A futuristic library in the cloud with floating books in a dreamy pastoral color palette.
Yeah, palette.
A cartoon style cat astronaut floating in space with cheese-shaped moon in the background.
Okay.
A cozy cabinet in the woods during autumn, viewed from above in watercolor style. Okay. That's a cool. Okay. Anything you learned from this?
I guess just to try it out, try to explore it and try to give it specific prompts,
Yeah, and try
Try to be
different
as-
tools too, right?
Yeah, and try to be as specific as you can, not just, vague.
Yeah. Okay. It's making life a lot easier, to be honest, too.
Yeah.
Because people used to spend a lot of time doing this research. Google's rolling out the AI model to everyone in the US very soon. Are you excited?
It's gonna be wow, everyone in the US.
So pretty much like your phone, Google Assistant will no longer be, it'll be Gemini now. Because Google
that's
Assistant
interesting.
sometimes is a little off. Like I would tell it to take me home and it takes me to Home Depot. No joke. A lot of times I'm like, WTF, you know?
That's not my home. but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I guess Home Depot probably paid them a lot of money to take me there, right? Yes, I cannot wait for this, to be honest. Google Assistant is good, but it has to live up to like even Alexa, right? Alexa sometimes answers stuff even better.
Yeah.
Before the AI push even. Yeah, so this is exciting. It's gonna go out to I think every, because it's an app update, it's not a software update or not a OS update. A Computex 2025. Let's see the most innovative PC hardware. Anything cool? Anything new? Threadripper 9000.
Wow.
Yeah, the best you can get from AMD. 96 cores.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Keep going.
how much would that be? So it's coming out in July. I think it was like over 10,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Golly.
Yeah, well, it's the best chip you can buy technically. Acer
True.
Swift Edge 14 AI, so OLED display. Okay, with AI now. In-win chromo messy. Turning 40 is cause for celebration, and boy did In-win bring a party to. What the hell is this even? 3-foot tall chassis. Oh, but there's no picture. They should have pictures, huh?
Yeah.
Asus ROG keyboard. Okay, another keyboard. We'll talk about another keyboard a little later. Silverstone FLP2. What the heck is this? First computer with Intel 486 system in, and yes, a beige box. Also, it's a retro style computer. Oh. MSI Prestige 13 AI Plus edition.
Nice.
Oh, that actually looks very nice. So it's a laptop, right? I think this is a laptop, and it has art. This is a very nice art. This is iconic, right?
Yeah.
Wow, you can actually see this guy make it too. That's so cool. G-Skill sparkling new RAM. Oh, shiny RAM too. You don't see it, right? RAM is not easy to see unless the RAM is inserted sideways, but it's not normally.
Yeah.
So you can't really see it, but that's cool. Cherry wow new keyboard switches. Okay, new keyboard switches. The color, yeah, I guess you can kind of see the color, the bottom color, right?
Yeah, the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it depends on the case, but yeah. Okay, new switches. ID cooling scented thermal paste. What?
Why would you want a scented thermal paste.
Well, one is how can you smell it? Is two, how long would the smell last, right?
Yeah, that's
Wow. Okay, that's a cool idea, but I don't know if it's feasible, right? Like most of that volume will be some type of gas, and the heat will definitely evaporate it off fast. I guess in some ways can be a good idea, right? If it lasts like a year,
yeah.
and by that time you can't smell it anymore, that means you need to change your pace. I guess is a good reminder. That's just hypothetical. I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, that's some cool ideas. Keyboard, new monitors, flashy RAMs, nice art. Threadripper, obviously cool. Elgato's letting you stick Stream Deck onto anything. I think you say you don't use this, but there's different versions of it now. A button pressing macro, I guess, so that you can make your life more productive and easier. But now they have stuff you can stick onto the wall, or I guess anywhere you like.
That's
kind of cool, actually. It's cheaper, obviously, too, right? Because the smaller it is, the cheaper. The less button, the cheaper. It looks very slim profile compared to what was released prior. $150 and $250. Smaller switches. It looks like the Apple Switch right here that got discontinued, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's also a computer version of it if you don't ever want to buy physical switches. So this is a cool one to just get into the habit of using macros and stuff like that. It's kind of a cool idea. The software version. I think it's available on your phone too if you ever want to always have your screen on. So that's another option for anyone who wants to use one. Wooting 60HE version 2 upgrade. One of the best gaming keyboards got better.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is one of those keyboards that takes so long to ship to you, and all the esports people love it. So something new about this is now they don't I guess you don't have to use this strap, which is so weird to me. I took it out. I never used it, and they have a little plug, I think, here now, so you don't. This little hook is not there anymore. So much better. It's a cool idea, but not many people will. Would you keep it?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, really? Okay, so maybe it's just me. 8,000 pulling rate now. So it's much faster because it used to not be that. The 80 is 8,000 pulling hertz. So much faster, lower latency, better switches, newer switches. And yeah, so version 2. If you have version 1 going to version 2, there's not enough, I would say, updates. Unless you really want the 8K pulling rate. The new switches, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know, to justify going from one to another, and it won't be released until next year anyways, or the end of the year, and pricing is unknown, so it's probably gonna be about the same or a little more. But yeah, it's a nice keyboard, actually, very nice. Changed the industry, actually, make playing games easier. Yeah, rapid trigger is one of the most innovative, I guess. Makes the barrier to entry for FPS competitive much easier for a lot of people. Hideo Kojima, one of the most influential person in gaming, has an amazing idea for a game that you took a long break from. You know what it is?
No.
So pretty much your character will forget to do things, and pretty much have, I guess in some ways a tutorial again, but
Right.
I guess where you're at least I think that's the idea of what he's trying to do.
Oh,
Is that a good idea?
it would be interesting.
Yeah,
It'll give you different options.
yeah, because if you take a long break, you forget a lot of things, right? Like,
Right. Yeah.
I think you saw me play, what is it, Stranger of Paradise, and you asked me like, or you realized later that I didn't know I could do that or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I forgot. You know, you don't play it enough, you kind of forget.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So this is a cool way to like remind you of things, right?
Right.
Will it be implemented? I don't know. I think he might implement it in his own games, but will the industry? Probably not. This is cool. This is amazing. Gene editing has been done on a 9.5-month-old baby boy. So he has a rare whatchamacallit, mutation, I guess you can call it, that causes your liver to not break down protein, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. And it's just a little change. So they went in and they took it out in his DNA and they made it correct again. Is that kind of cool or kind of amazing?
I think if you use it for that, I would understand.
Yeah.
I think that's more like saving a life is more, I feel like, more important than
enhancing like athletic, right, reasons. Yeah, like it's not the baby's fault, right, that he had that, but now with CRISPR you're able to undo it and give him the opportunity to live a normal life, right? A more full life. First baby. I'm so surprised that they allowed it, right? And they did it so fast. Well, I guess it's technology, right? And it's just technology is advancing so much. Congratulations, this is so amazing. So a lot of these mutations might actually be curable, preventable, like not just this, but many others in the future, right? So this is such a great advancement in medicine, right? Another thing that was unveiled at Computex, AMD 9060 XT. So in line, I guess in NVIDIA terms, is similar to a 5060, but better.
Nice.
Yeah, so 1080 graphics card. It looks very, what is carbon fiber style-ish, right? Yeah. Very competitive. AMD has always been pretty competitive. No pricing and timeline has been announced yet, but it should not be too far from now. But another 1080 card coming. Dyson. Are you excited for vacuum cleaners, Brian?
PencilVac. Really?
Yeah.
That's small.
It's very thin.
Oh, I thought it was real, like pencil. Oh my god.
Well, you can kind of see it like a pencil. So
yeah, I could see it like a pencil, but I was thinking it was more handheld. You know, not like
oh. This one looks more like a shaver than a pencil, right?
Yes.
Yes. Thinness, one of the most powerful. Dyson's just a crazy company, a cool, crazy as in good company. Right, look at that. It's thin. I guess for, especially for, have you used Dyson? Do you?
I have used Dyson before.
Yeah, it can get like heavy towards an end, right? Like for example, the bottom end or whatever end, right? So this is more, I would say, uniform in weight, so it's easier for like maybe kids or elderlies to use.
Yeah. Here's my question though.
Yeah.
How much of the dust is it collecting, and where is it collecting it? It has to be that middle part here that's light, right?
Yeah, that you can see through.
Yeah. So how much is that collecting, and how?
I don't
How
think you're gonna
quickly?
be using this for heavy duty. This is probably more for
Okay.
like spot cleaning. Most Dysons
Oh.
are for spot cleaning. It's not more for clean the whole house in one day.
Yeah.
It's more for like. Go ahead.
Because the picture before, she was using it like.
No, you
cleaning the
can
whole-
clean the area for sure,
Yeah.
right? But you're not gonna clean the whole house in one charge, because depending on the mode you use, the better one lasts like 30 minutes.
Okay.
If you use it on like the highest mode, 10 minutes. But if you get like the lower end models, like 3 minutes at most.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for spot cleaning it's not bad, but if you're trying to clean your car or you're trying to clean something else, yeah, that's not gonna last.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have the pet one, and that thing lasts like 2 minutes, 3 minutes at most. Yeah, but the better one we have it lasts a lot longer. It's so much better. I think it's so much better to buy the more expensive one just because it lasts longer. Because like when you get into the mode of cleaning, you don't really get into it that frequently, right?
Right.
So you're like, out of battery.
Yeah, because you want to do everything and not be shortchanged.
Yeah, so that's why the plug-in ones are still so convenient sometimes, right? For the heavy-duty cleanups. But yeah, this is a cool idea. Much more uniform, much better looking, to be honest. All right, on to movie news. Mickey 17, a movie Fergus was talking about, is on HBO Max now. Today, Friday. So you get to watch him die 16 times? Or something like that, right? And that's why he has 17 versions of himself?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I was about to watch it earlier, but I didn't have a chance, so I'll probably watch it next week. But yeah, we should probably do some movie reviews someday.
Oh, you're going to get one from me coming in the 30th or around that time.
Karate Kid?
Yep, I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to make myself go watch it.
Nice. Okay, maybe I should too. Then we can do a quick review.
Yeah.
Toy Story 5 add Conan O'Brien in a mysterious new role. I forgot Toy Story is coming out. 5.
I forgot it's coming out too.
Yeah, so this is a reminder of Toy Story 5, and if you're a fan of Conan O'Brien, he's a question mark character right now.
Yeah.
You know he was in Death Stranding?
No, I did not.
Yeah, Conan O'Brien was in Death Stranding. It was one of the holographic for people that gives you some items or something like that. Yeah, it's so cool. He's in games, he's everywhere. He's a pretty funny guy overall, right?
Yeah.
Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars release dates got postponed.
Oh man.
Previously summer movies are now winter releases. Okay. Yeah, because remember we were talking about how it was so close to Spider-Man?
Yeah.
It did not make sense. So I guess they pushed it for winter. Summer makes more sense though, to be honest, right?
Yeah. Because a lot of people are either on vacation.
Yeah. Summer vacation, right?
Yeah.
But I guess winter vacation is another thing as well.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. So end the year really good or have a very strong mid-year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? Either way, I guess it's not that bad. So a week before Christmas, pretty much. Starting next year.
Yeah.
Final Destination did very well over the weekend. $102 million opening weekend. Yeah, it's not bad at all, huh? You haven't seen it, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I've seen like one but older Final Destination. I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't know why I watched it.
Yeah. So these are 5 horror movie franchises to binge after Final Destination. Saw?
Saw is pretty good.
Yeah. Is Saw a bad guy or a good guy to you, knowing what he does?
I think he's just a twisted guy. How about that?
Yeah, because he does it to people who are bad, right? I guess it's bad in general, but
I think he's just twisted because the way that he's treating those bad people.
Yeah,
I think
I'm surprised the movies are still going, right? Even Chris Rock was in the latest one, right?
Yeah, I mean, but it's a good story. I kind of like it.
Yeah, in general, right? How they try to redeem themselves, possibly. Scream?
Yeah, Scream was okay.
Yeah, so, I don't remember too much about Scream. And Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Yeah, for a kid, right? When you're a kid.
When I was a kid, yeah. Back then.
They need to reboot it, to be honest with you. Wrong Turn? I never heard of this one.
Me neither.
Urban Legend? I remember this.
I haven't heard of this one.
This one I rented at the library when I was a kid. I don't know how I was able to rent it, but it's a cool idea back then. I forgot. I completely forgot what it's about, though.
So I guess since Final Destination did good, I think I will watch it when it comes out on a platform. Then.
It's probably HBO Max, because all the Final Destinations are there right now. Or I think all. Okay. It looks like all of it was.
Then I will watch it there, because I don't want to sit on a movie right now.
All right, Elden Ring, man. Great, big news. Is getting a movie. I think we talked about this. But now we have a director, Alex Garland. Yeah, an A24 and Bandai Namco movie. Okay.
What has he done before, Alex?
Warfare. It's the most recent one. Wrote and directed. I have not seen that or heard of it, actually.
Me neither. Okay. Well, this should be interesting.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, because there's so much. I don't know if but when I watch some people play, it's like there's so much like stories to go through, right?
Yeah, hopefully the movie is long, right? To expand on the stories, the lore and stuff like that.
Like Lord of the Rings. Oh.
Yeah. Or actually, if they want to do it that way, that'll be even better.
Yeah,
I think they can do it that way for sure. But then they need to make this good, because a lot of fans are gonna be either extremely happy or extremely disappointed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. Good luck, Alex, right?
Hong, since you have the PS5 Pro Enhanced, there's 3 games so good they make it worth your money. Do you want to guess the 3 games?
I kind of scrolled down earlier.
Okay. Well, let's scroll down.
Okay.
One of them is Returnal.
Have you played it?
I have not. Have you?
No, I have not. Because it takes like... There's no save, right? Or there's no many checkpoints, I guess you can say. So it's like an hour, 2 hour per mission or something like that.
Oh, so it's kind of long.
Yeah, and it's one of those games where you die, you lose everything, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that sucks.
Or it gets harder. I forgot exactly. It's been a while, but it's a very good game if you want to get through it, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next one is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
This one for sure is one of the reasons I got it. 100%, because you see there's many games you don't see a difference, right? This game's you actually see a difference.
Yes.
Yeah, I think having a PC port helped it, because the texture obviously has to be upgraded either way.
Right.
But yeah, now with the Pro, I think this is the only way to play.
The last one is Forza Horizon 5.
Okay. I have not played a racing game in a while.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But yeah.
This is awesome that it's an Xbox game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are they comparing it to? Another Xbox game, I guess? I would assume.
Probably.
Yeah. Damn. Racing game used to be a lot of fun, right? And now I guess too many games now. Mario Kart, I guess, is the next big fun racing one coming out.
Yeah. So Tom, who has a or the writer had his PS5 Pro for 6 months, and then there's 3 things he loves about it and then 3 things he hates about it.
Okay.
So the things that he loved is the smoother performance.
To be honest, right? Like if you play this, unless you play the same game on both, you're not gonna notice the difference. It's gonna be, because if you just play the Pro, it's gonna be good regardless. But if you go, it's hard to compare.
Right.
Right. I would say to notice the actual difference is not that easy.
You really need like a side-by-side comparison.
Yeah, because I saw some video of someone comparing Spider-Man.
Right.
Spider-Man 2. They could not tell, they were wrong both times, like, or I think 2-3 times, like whichever scene came from what console. Because the game was so well made. Yeah. Right? Unless there's some limitations to the game, if it's well made, you're not going to be able to tell a big difference. Unless it's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah. Richer graphics.
Okay.
Upscales to 4K from 1440p.
Yeah, it depends on the game and the resolution it upscales from. But yeah, in general.
And more storage, which is what everybody always asks for, is more storage.
Yeah, I have not had, well, I never really had to delete, to be honest. Because once I finish the game, I just delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 things that he didn't like. The lack of supported titles.
I think by default, every game.
Yeah.
But I guess depends on what feature he's asking for, huh?
Yeah. Minor updates.
Okay.
And it's still too expensive.
Well, it's not the most expensive console anymore.
That is true.
At least for now. I'm pretty sure they're going to raise the price. So if you guys want it, you should get it soon.
Yeah. I might think about it.
Sell your PS5, right? To GameStop. I think they're giving like $300 or something like that.
Yeah, but I need to take out the memory in there.
That's fine. That's easy to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not, it's gonna go up in price.
That true.
And then it's much steeper. But your choice, obviously. Everyone's choice.
Yeah. So 8 best RPGs that get better as you played, and they're ranked.
Okay.
So the first one I never played, but Gothic.
Okay, so the hero takes a while to become stronger. Sounds like an RPG. It's normal.
Yeah, normal. 7, The Witcher, The Wild Hunt.
After a brief stunt in White Orchard, is let loose upon the world. Oh, so it's just open world element after.
Yeah, I still try to play it. I could not get it myself to continue playing it.
Yeah, because you like JRPG. This is more American RPG, right?
Yeah, well, I like RPGs because I like when, even though Assassin's Creed Valhalla was not that, great.
Yeah.
Story-wise, or like what we expect of it, I still kind of like the game itself. Like the open world, going around, stuff like that. So I do like RPG, but this one didn't grab my attention.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have never played a Witcher game as well.
I have never played this game, Disco Asylum.
Elysium? Yeah, it's supposed to be very, very good. I have not played it myself too. So tantalizing start set the stage for something amazing. Yeah, I think it's a 2D game. Kind of more 2D. Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm glad they fixed this game because the launch was crazy.
Yeah.
The DLC I heard is very good too. The one with Idris Elba.
Oh.
Yeah. This is a very cool idea, but I just can't. Just too much time dedicated for this game too.
Yeah, I agree. Chrono Trigger. Nope. I kind of don't like it. It's here, but yeah.
I hope they remake it.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
So the new generation can play it, right?
Yeah. Fallout New Vegas.
I've never played a Fallout game.
Me neither. So this should be interesting.
But I watched the show. The show was very interesting. It was pretty good. Final Fantasy VI, huh?
Yes, I would have to agree. The beginning part is kind of boring until you get into the World of Ruins.
Okay. It's supposed to be one of the best Final Fantasy games.
Yes. Right. I would say for me, right after 7, yes.
Yeah. Especially for something older, right? Yeah. This is... I hope they remake this one, to be honest with you, man.
And the last was Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I think Fergus would agree with this one for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one's very popular, very modern too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
And then the 10 most underrated PlayStation franchises you totally forgot about. Great.
We definitely didn't forget about this guy, right? Do you?
Papa Parappa.
Yeah.
And then
because he was an Astrobot. That's why I remembered him recently. Infamous.
So yeah, I've never heard it. I don't remember this at all.
Oh, this game was so good. The Infamous 1, 2, I've completely finished. 3 was on PlayStation 3, and that was the last game. No. Yeah, that was the last game he was in. So you get to choose being good and bad, and your powers change depending on that. And depending on if you kill and if you this and that. It's so good. Such a good game. If you ever have a chance, this is very fun. Or especially for a console back then, what it can do is crazy. Wild Arms.
Yes,
PlayStation 1 days, right?
Yeah, I remember playing this one.
What do you think?
I wish they bring it back, to be honest, because it was a pretty fun game. I really liked it.
Okay, I've never played one. Maybe one day. Okay. I've never played this game. Actually, I did play it.
I never played Papa Rappa, but I've always seen other people play. It looks so weird.
It is weird. It was like, what the heck? Yeah, my neighbor had it, and we came over and played. I didn't even know what the heck's going on. It was so cool.
Seeing this paper-like thing on my TV, it was like, what the freak?
Yeah, it was a cool idea back then. Rhythm games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jax and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter? Yeah, this one is... I've never played any, but this one's supposed to be very, very good.
Yeah.
Maybe one day Naughty Dog will make another one? Maybe?
Yeah. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Little Big Planet?
Yeah.
I've never played this either.
Oh, never?
Never.
Oh, it was so fun. Especially the online feature was so fun. It's like Minecraft before Minecraft. You get to make your own levels. You get to play with friends. You get to do whatever. It's so cool back then.
Vibe Ribbon made any CD a game.
Oh, simple but elegant. Okay, never heard of this one for real.
Me too.
Dark Cloud. Do you remember Dark Cloud?
No, I don't.
It's an RPG, if I'm not mistaken. There's 1 and 2. I never played it as well. Hopefully, a remake one day.
Yeah, I would like to. It looks interesting.
Yeah. Sly Cooper. I never played this too. Have you?
No.
Yeah, this is PS2 days when I stopped playing games. It looked pretty cool. Well, maybe they'll come back one day.
Yeah.
Ape Escape.
Ape Escape. I've never played this.
This is fun. I played 1 and the PSP one, I think. Unless the PSP one is the PlayStation 1 version of it. But yeah, it's fun. It was in Astrobot as well. One of the first final levels. There's nothing else. Gravity Rush. Have you played Gravity Rush?
No.
Oh, I think you should. It was pretty cool. I played the first one partially. I never finished it. It was on Vita? Yeah, it was pretty cool. And there's a part 2, and I think they had a re-release or something on PlayStation 4. Pretty cool game though.
I should play it.
Yeah.
So, did you know that the length of Sephiroth's sword changes in Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see how he takes it out, right? He takes it out with his other hand in some ways, right?
When I was just realizing, when I was reading through this, like, oh yeah, now I know, okay, because there's sometimes he grabs it with like 2 and it was really long, and then 1 is like, is very, the length. And I was like, and then when I was reading that, I was like, oh yeah, now I realize, because you know those different scenes you see with him with the swords and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wow. So yeah,
it's just a small detail that you don't realize, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I think even in the movie or something, he uses his hands to, I don't know, make the sword longer, or maybe it's just a cool effect. But that's what triggered me. Like, oh, is that what he's doing, making it different? But yeah, so iconic.
So it's really cool to kind of understand that now, or kind of think about it now when you're actually like away from the game a little bit.
Yeah, can't wait for the part 3 to come out and just binge the whole 2 and 3.
Yeah. Okay, so there are some games that are leaving PS Plus in June, and there are Monster Hunter Rise, Rogue Legacy 2, Inscription, After Us, Kayak VR Mirage, and Avicii Invector. So if you're a Monster Hunter fan, you should get it before it leaves in June.
Yeah, play it before.
Yeah.
But then now everyone's playing World, right? Or Wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're a fan, you probably already played this.
Yeah.
Or if you're a new fan, you should play before it leaves, right?
Yeah.
Now that Monster Hunter Wild is out. What?
Nintendo says Mario Kart has over 100 courses if you include all possible variations.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Wow.
100 different courses.
Well, spending $80, you better have like at least a good amount, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much you're paying less than $1 a course, which is very nice.
Yeah.
No, if you spend 80, right, you expect the game to be long lasting and really polished, right? And I think obviously Mario Kart is, Nintendo in general is very good at that.
Yeah.
100 courses to master. Whew. Sounds like a lot of time and dedication, huh?
Yeah. So the next PlayStation State of Play will be in June, reportedly. So let's keep our eyes out for that.
What would it be about? Do you know? Or just a bunch of games?
Probably games.
It doesn't say, huh? Because the last one was on Borderlands 4, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's either more on ghosts or more on different products or different games.
The Death Stranding 2.
Death Stranding 2 is coming out next month, right?
Yeah.
Crazy soon. It's gonna be more Metal Gear like. I'm actually kind of excited for that.
Yeah. So we'll gotta keep our eyes out for the state of play. And there's a age rating for Sonic Racing Kart CrossWorld, and it looks like it might be PG.
What? Wait.
Yeah.
What was it before? So it's more, I guess, more too much action going on or something?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right here. In-game purchasing, mild gambling themes, online interactive and chat. Oh, obviously it's the chat part. Playing on games online, people just swearing left and right. Yeah, I would say that's kind of, unless you have pre selected prompts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see why. It's the chat, not the gambling.
Probably. And then MSI Claw A8 may be the first next-gen handheld gaming PC.
Okay.
Yep. It was announced at the Computex 2025.
Okay.
The MSI Claw 8 is similar to the recent Claw, but I think it has... Yes, so of course the biggest difference is moving from Intel Core Ultra 7 285E to the AMD Z2 Extreme.
Okay. And so that means the POG can play the games that the current ones can't play, huh?
Yeah.
Or at least attempt to play it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think these are gonna be like PC laptops, right? And desktops. Every year or every 2 years a new edition comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a cool market actually what the Switch did. Handheld, powerful, I guess in Steam Deck, right? To the credit.
Yes, the Steam Deck as well.
Yeah. I think it's such an amazing thing, right? Like play on the go.
Yeah.
Pretty much almost every in any game. Crazy.
Yes. So,
What
I
the
want
heck?
you to listen. This is a crazy. When I first was watching this, I was listening to the song and I was like, what the heck is that?
What am I watching?
Exactly. But so these are games that are coming out this coming week on May 28th to a T. So you are basically in a T formation.
Uh-huh.
The characters are in a T formation like this, and you have to go about your everyday life in that position.
What in heck's name? So your dog's helping you?
Yeah, but the thing that got me was the song.
So I had to watch this after the fact, huh?
Yes.
What the?
I don't know, but I can still hear the song.
Oh no, is it catchy?
It is catchy.
Okay. I've been. Okay. This looks kind of like a fun one.
Yes.
So only you are in the T. Everyone else is not.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like everyone else is not except for you. You're interesting, huh?
Yeah.
So you recommend this game?
I don't know, but if you want a good song to listen to,
all right, I'll put it over here to remember to listen to the song after. They're funny.
Next one is Fomography. You're step into the shoes of an aging man reliving his past through the lens of a boy's camera.
Oh, that sounds kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh, it is kind of scary looking. Oh, it's not that bad. No, that part was just scary looking. Okay, so it's like, okay, so you living someone's like photo album.
Yes.
Okay. Could be very sad, could be very happy, could be, I guess we'll find out, huh?
Yeah. This is coming out on May 29th. Disney Illusion Island. This already came out for Switch, but now it's coming out to other consoles.
Yeah.
So you're Mickey, you could be Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy.
Everyone will pick Goofy, right?
I would pick Goofy.
Okay, yeah. The game looks good.
It does look fun. You explore a mystery island of Monoth and recover 3 mystical books to save the world from disaster. And it's a 4-player co-op.
It looks very smooth.
Yes.
The art is very nice.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Donald's trying to fly. Looks very chaotic too, huh?
Yeah, I would definitely be Goofy.
Yeah, I would too, 100%.
Available May 30th.
7 days. Yeah, looks very fun. This is a thing to put in the pocket for with the kids, huh?
Yeah. Lastly, Elden Ring Nightreign is coming out on May 29th.
Ooh.
So Elden Ring Nightreign is a standalone adventure within the Elden Ring universe. And it's a co-op, a 3-person co-op.
Yeah, you and a friend, or you and strangers playing against these monsters. I think it's kind of like whatchamacallit, Fortnite, where the ring kind of binds you to this area and you have to defeat the enemy within a certain time.
Yeah, I also think it's kind of like Destiny a little bit, because I remember in Destiny you do have 2 other players and you have to do the missions with those other players. I mean, yes, there's a single player, like version with Destiny, but there's also missions where you have to have other people with you.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is what one of our friends were playing, or the beta. So now it's cool that they have it. It's cool that they are expanding upon the universe, right?
Yes.
We'll see if people like the style, because it's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to work with each other, seems like.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next week.
See you later.